Hello and welcome to Your Government in Action, a presentation of Bahamas Information Services. I'm Carissa Williamson. With the goal of building community and improving the lives of Bahamians, the government of the Bahamas has officially launched the Urban Renewal Authority on February 17, 2025 at St. Joseph's Catholic Church Hall. The initiative focuses on fostering social and economic development to uplift neighborhoods across the Bahamas.
Well, it is indeed a pleasure to be here this morning as it marks the official launch of the Urban Renewal Authority, a landmark achievement for the government and people of the Bahamas. Minister Bell, Minister Ramming, Managing Director Dean, our MC, we could not be here today without your efforts, as well as the tireless determination of so many other members of the public service, including our co-chairs, including the Royal Bahamas Police Force, and of course the Commissioner, who was appointed her Deputy Commissioner Anthony Roll to lead this aspect of their portfolio. 2 decades ago, the Christie administration was eager to implement a program that would tackle urban blight on the island of New Providence and address the serious issues plaguing our communities, such as crime, gangs, youth delinquency, and a lack of programs for community support. A radical solution was needed. That was the context in which Urban Renewal came to life as an initiative designed to directly address our social challenges. It was a ray of hope and replenishment then, and it continues to be one of the most effective, results-driven tools in this government's arsenal. We are pleased that the program has expanded to Grand Bahama as it was and other family island communities. From community policing to a robust small home repairs program and senior citizens club, Urban Renewal is a multi-pronged initiative driven by the idea that when communities come together, real change happens. And Urban Renewal is just one of the many avenues through which this administration is making real, tangible, and transformative changes for the Bahamas. Our policies, programs, and strategic investments are all working together to uplift the people of this Commonwealth. We want the Bahamian people to know there are government programs to empower and support their dreams, and that bridges are being built to provide new opportunities. From funding for small businesses to the creation of jobs, from opportunities for training and education to our Second Chance program for youth who run afoul of the law, we are giving Bahamians the hand up they need to lead more fulfilling lives. Naturally, Urban Renewal reflects our core values of compassion, empowerment, and just governance. I have no doubt that the Urban Renewal Authority will continue to drive positive change in our nation, especially with such devoted and driven champions of this cause. Ministers Bell and Ramming, along with Mr. Dean, have been instrumental in setting up this authority from the very start. I'm also pleased to recognize the authority's able and committed co-chairpersons, Right Honorable Alton Allen, who has been a part of Urban Renewal from its very beginning, and the indomitable, of course, Reverend Dr. Diana Francis. With their involvement, there's no doubt the Urban Renewal Authority is on the path to success. And today, he talked himself into this. I'm pleased to announce that the former Prime Minister, Perry Christie, has accepted my invitation to guide and direct Urban Renewal Authority and its programs going forward. So I want us to indicate I've now dubbed him Father of the Urban Renewal Authority. Of course, this is all in recognition of the fact that the program was birthed by him, and there's no one better suited to ensure its effectiveness and success. With this independent statutory body, we guarantee a more efficient, accountable, and transparent urban renewal program. The ability to mobilize both private and public funding will make the new Urban Renewal Authority more financially sustainable and more impactful than ever before. And that is something to celebrate. My friends, I leave you today with a firm reminder. It takes close cooperation between all members of our village to truly create widespread and long-lasting change. Government alone cannot build stronger communities. The private sector, civil society, community figures, the church, and individuals all have a role to play. We have work to do together to create a safer, more prosperous, and more connected Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We must embrace all our brothers and sisters, no matter their backgrounds. We must see them as able and willing partners in this national project. Urban Renewal has already changed many lives, and I know even more lives will be improved in this latest chapter. So join us in securing lasting change. We all have a responsibility to leave these islands better than we found them, leave lives better than we found them. So let's all play our part. I want to thank you all, and may God continue to bless you.
During the 48th Caribbean Community Heads of Government meeting held in Barbados on February 20, 2025, Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Philip Davis KC, signed a landmark $200 million framework agreement with the African Export-Import Bank. The signing sets the drive for the development of critical climate-resilient and trade-enhancing infrastructure across the Bahamas.
Well, our relationship is growing from strength to strength. As you can see today, we just signed a framework to allow us to guarantee up to $200 million for the purposes of infrastructure work, so that in the event we have the need for further infrastructure work, yes, the facility is available. I want to thank Professor Benedict Omaro for his continued support, not just of the Caribbean community, but the Bahamas in particular. As you know, he held his annual board meeting in the Bahamas last June, and from that, our relationship is growing from strength to strength, and is now evident today because we stopped talking now. Action is now coming.
Any comments, Mr. President?
Yes, I want to thank Prime Minister Davis for his support. He was very instrumental to the success of the AfreximBank partnership we are witnessing today, and some of the results we are seeing today. It was under his chairmanship of the CARICOM that I came here to speak for the first time 2 years ago to the summit. And I'm very pleased to be here again and to be signing a $200 million guarantee framework to enable us support infrastructure development. This is building on the SME facility we provided through the development bank, and the work we are doing to support Bahama, Grand Bahama,
and the whole Bahamas.
Yeah, to do the project preparation facility, to construct a permanent exhibition facility in the island of Grand Bahama, where many Caribbean, or even beyond the CARICOM, even Brazil, all the other will come and exhibit. African countries can also come and exhibit. So people don't need to travel to Africa to see what is available. And also the CARICOM countries and the wider Caribbean economies can also exhibit there. So African countries coming would also see what is available. We believe that investment would contribute to making the air linkage and the shipping linkage that we are thinking about possible, because it will trigger the information flow that would make it possible for businesses to begin to thrive.
And now we take you up north with Andrew Coakley of our Northern Service.
Grand Bahama is in the midst of a transformational, revolutionary journey, one that will allow Grand Bahamians to pursue that elusive potential they've been talking about for decades. These are the sentiments of Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, who says the second city is on the move. For a long time, the minister has touted the over $2 billion worth of investments that's already flowing through the island in a number of key projects, which will help to restore Grand Bahama back to its Magic City days. Projects like Carnival Celebration Key's $600 million investment, which according to Minister Moxie, is expected to be opened in just 4.5 months. The major project will have 400 direct jobs plus 300 indirect employees, totaling 700 in its operations once completed. The positive impacts have already been felt among contractors and construction workers. There will be vast spin-off businesses and the creation of entrepreneurs across the island.
This is one of the reasons I have been calling on Grand Bahamians to return home. This is real progress, already impacting the lives of Grand Bahamians.
Then there is the $65 million shipyard expansion program, which will give Grand Bahama Shipyard bragging rights of having the capability to service the largest ships in the world. According to Minister Moxie, the first dry dock is scheduled to be delivered early in November of this year to go in service on January 1st, 2026, and the second dry dock will be in service by the fourth quarter of 2026. There are currently 36 apprentices and a recruitment exercise for trainee safety officers, estimators, planners, and naval architects in progress. During the 2025 Grand Bahama Business Outlook, Minister Moxie outlined these major projects along with others, reminding Grand Bahamians that the future of the second city is looking bright.
And our $210 million Freeport Health campus is well on the way, with phase 1 to be completed the end of this year. And Doctors Hospital is almost there with its flagship facility in Freeport to complement its community-based facility in 8 Mile Rock. And downtown, that we all know was a ghost town, is alive again. After 20 years, this is a big deal. The Wynn Building with Solomon's, Parliamentary Registration and Labor in the Public Service, and the Grand Union Building add to its revitalization. And Lewithorn, and Exquisite Yacht, just to name a few.
But it's not just the major projects that will revive Grand Bahama's economy. The Grand Bahama minister noted that several small businesses have already opened and even more are expected to come on stream.
Like Romal Russell of Pub 352, who is bringing back the good old days of Pub on the Mall, returning nightlife to Grand Bahama, along with Ibiza and Infinity, and Namar Smith of Clairview Tours, and Port's Premium Coconut Water taking entrepreneurship to another level, and LaShawn Dossett and Justin Campbell of CMT enhancing the tourism product, while companies like Atlantic Medical and BHM continue to expand, and women entrepreneurs like Glennet Fowler and Johnny Smith continue to break barriers. Collectively, they employ people and contribute to the sustainable, organic growth of our economy.
The government of the Bahamas is progressing steadily with the state-of-the-art Freeport Health Campus, Phase 1 of the three-phase construction is set for completion in late 2025. And there is the UB North campus. Last December, UB North held a soft opening to celebrate the completion of the first phase of the renovation of the former Kipling building in downtown Freeport. The Minister for Grand Bahama threw out a challenge to attendees at this year's Business Outlook to say something positive about Grand Bahama. She said whenever the temptation arises to speak negatively, replace it with positive speech. After all, she said, there's always something positive happening in Grand Bahama to talk about. For Your Government in Action, I'm Andrew Coakley.
More of Your Government in Action when we return. Welcome back. The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, through the Division of Youth, closed out its National High School Leaders Program in a special ceremony held at the University of the Bahamas on February 19, 2025. The National High School Leaders Program is a program designed to empower the youth of the nation while equipping them with skills for social and community development.
John C. Maxwell said that a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And based on the PSAs that we've seen so far, it looks like you all know the way. So give a round of applause to yourselves. The definition of lead based on the Webster's Dictionary in the verb form is to cause a person to go with one by holding them by the hand while moving forward. Leaders say forward, not backward. That's it. It is also a route or means of access to a particular, meaning specific, peculiar, and definite place on a particular direction. As a noun, lead means the initiative in an action, an example for others to follow. It speaks to having a level of dominance. Keywords for all definitions leaders are forward, specific, peculiar. The key phrases are to go and an example for others to follow. So the question is, where y'all going? Why would I follow you if you don't know where you're going? We have to make it make sense, right? That's what I'm saying. So there must be a vision. Even the Bible speaks about without vision, the people will perish. I don't want it to be all that will perish. So with that being said, leadership is the capacity to translate visions into reality. The acronym LEAD, we have an acronym for tonight, and LEAD, L means let it go. So Ms. Roberts, what am I letting go? You are letting go of the negative things that people have said about you or to you that you have held on to. You are letting go of the mistakes that you have made, and you are releasing self-condemnation and the thoughts of rejection. You are letting go of self-defeating thoughts, intrusive memories, and generational cycles. Leaders, you must know that you will have what you say and you will become what you believe. You must free yourselves from grudges and anything that no longer serves you or speaks to the conqueror in you. Holding on to past failures, regrets, or resentment indeed creates a mental block that will hinder your progress without a doubt. The particular direction that we spoke about with the definition, where we define the word lead as forward, we are absolutely leaving the past behind. Let it go, no frozen pun intended. But for Elsie in this moment, I would suggest that in order to move forward, you need to free yourself from those emotional burdens. When you let go of emotional weight, it opens up space for new opportunities, growth, and indeed a peace of mind. Leaders, there is power in your words. You can choose victory or you can choose defeat. Know that your thoughts, your words, and your beliefs are connected. If you let go of negativity, speak positively, and align your beliefs with success, you can live a life of victory. Words create worlds, thoughts create things, and they both shape our lives in more powerful ways than we would like to believe or think. Your mindset actually shapes your reality. Being mindful of what you say, think, and believe determines that level of access and negativity will help to your life and your destiny. E, embrace learning and growth. Leaders, you should never stop seeking knowledge, questioning traditions, challenging warped modes of operation, and adapting to the changing world around you. You are to remain resilient in the face of adversity, but challenges will come. But it's your response to them that will define your legacy. Learning is a lifelong process. I'm still learning myself. And this journey comes with many highs and lows, some of which you've already encountered. But remember that the world needs your vision, your energy, and your commitment. You have got to show up on time and for every time. Rest assured that your glow, it makes your soul stand out from all the rest. And at first, if you don't succeed, like Ygia said, dust yourself off and try again. So which direction are you going? Is it really going to benefit you? A is assess your circle. You are known by the company you keep. Eagles shouldn't hang with chickens. While it's okay to have friends and acquaintances in several circles and spheres, those that you hang around with should encourage and inspire you to do better, to want better, and to be better. The need to assess your circle is crucial for both personal growth and success. The people you surround yourself with have a powerful influence on your outlook, behavior, and ultimately your future. So ask yourself, where are these people going? Do I want to be a part of it? Am I following the right people? So assess your circle often. It's a reflection of where you are and where you're headed. Surround yourself with people who push you to be your best self, challenge you to grow, and support your ambitions. If you find yourself surrounded by negativity, limiting beliefs, or complacency, it's time to make some changes. With no apologies. You deserve a circle that reflects the person you aspire to be. And D, determine your next. After all, you are leaders now and next. What is your next step? College, final exams, national exams, learning a trade, healing from past traumas, or even determining your career path at this level. If you believe you are capable of greatness, you will take the steps necessary to achieve it, often without even realizing how you've paved the way so far. When you set a goal, there is a path that you will take for your journey. You have an idea of where you want to be in the future, an idea of how you plan to get there. Believe it or not, goals give us a reason to dream bigger. Leadership is not about personal glory, but about making a lasting, positive impact on the world and the lives of those you lead. Stay grounded and never lose sight of the values that brought you to this very moment. It's a celebration. You are somebody. Speak it until you see it, because remember that words create worlds.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources held a press conference on February 5, 2025, to provide an update on Operation Red Dawn. Operation Red Dawn is an initiative presented by the ministry to ensure the protection of Bahamian fisheries as well as preserve the integrity of the marine environment.
It is with great urgency and purpose that we address the public regarding the outcome of recently executed covert operation, one of extreme significance, dubbed Operation Red Dawn. Operation Red Dawn was launched with a clear and strong mission, that being to ensure that our natural fisheries are protected to the highest standards. For many years, Bahamian fishermen have raised their voices in concern over illegal operations threatening our waters, our economy, and quite simply, our way of life. Today, we are here to declare that your voices have not fallen on deaf ears. Our government through the Department of Marine Resources led by Mr. Gregory Bethel, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, and Bahamas Customs in strategic partnership with Wild Aid Marine Program, represented by Mike Sensi, who is joining us on Zoom, has taken swift and decisive action. This operation is a significant milestone in our ongoing efforts to combat illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. On Monday, the 27th of January, a foreign fishing charter vessel labeled highly migratory was seized in waters off of Grand Bahama after being found in violation of several Bahamian laws, including the fisheries regulations and the Firearms Act. The vessel operator and 2 crew members were arrested and are now facing serious charges before the courts. This successful operation was made possible by the vigilance of local citizens who raised concerns about the illegal operation running an unlicensed foreign charter business in Bahamian waters. Thanks to the sharp observations of our people and the swift response of our agencies, we were able to stop that vessel before it left Bahamian waters. I want to remind everyone that whilst foreign charter vessels are welcome, they are required to have an authorized fishing license, undergo safety inspections, and to comply with all relevant regulations. These measures are in place to ensure both the safety of the vessel and the protection of our natural resources. Any operator who fails to comply with these regulations are subject to legal action. Let me be clear. The protection of our marine resources is non-negotiable, and we are sending a clear and resolute message that the Bahamas is not a place where people can raid our seas. Any foreign entity that seeks to exploit our waters will be held accountable, just as our Bahamian fishermen would be held accountable in any other foreign jurisdiction. To our law-abiding local fishermen, we hear you, we stand with you, and we will continue to act on your behalf. To those who believe that they can operate outside the law, please take this as a warning. We will use every tool at our disposal, from strategic operations to utilizing technological advancements, in order to ensure that our marine resources are protected today and for future generations. We extend our deepest gratitude to all of the agencies involved in Operation Red Dawn, as well as to the Bahamian public, whose vigilance and commitment to protecting our waters remains an invaluable asset. Thank you, and rest assured that we will never waver in our duty to defend and preserve our national heritage.
I'm Carissa Williamson, and this has been Your Government in Action, a proud presentation of Bahamas Information Services. Join us on Tuesday evenings, where we bring you highlights, coverage, and information as we continue to do what we do best, linking people and government.